Hi, I'm Daryl Leary, and this video is called Quitting Smoking for the Hopelessly Addicted, like me. Now, I'm not an expert in quitting smoking because I've never successfully quit smoking. I've had many uncountable attempts, but none of them were ever successful. I started smoking in 2000, December 1st. So I've been a smoker for 12 years, 7 months, 13 days, or a total of 4,608 days, smoking an average of a pack a day. On average, I smoke 23.8 cigarettes per day. And looking back at my quit attempts, the longest I've ever quit without any nicotine aids, going cold turkey, is 87 hours, 49 minutes. And that was back in 2010, July 22nd. The longest I've ever quit with nicotine aids is 295 hours, 49 minutes, 6 seconds. So 12 days, 7 hours, 49 minutes, 6 seconds. And that was the week of 2010, July 14th to 2010, July 26th. So that's my personal record. So I had always had gone with this philosophy of try to see how far you can go without a smoke and try to break that record the next time and so forth. Could try to go a little bit longer next time, set a new record, and, turn it into a record breaking game, pushing yourself. I devised 4 rules I think are good for anyone, any hopelessly addicted person to quit smoking. My first rule is whatever method it takes. Whatever method it takes to successfully quit. Rule number 1. This is an important rule because people have quit smoking by cutting down on smokes over a period of time. That's worked for some people. Some people have quit using e-cigarettes. Here in Canada, e-cigarettes, electronic cigarettes, don't contain nicotine. Some people have quit with nicotine gum. Some people have quit with a nicotine patch. Some people have quit reading Alan Carr's Quit Smoking book. And some people have quit cold turkey. So I think it's wrong when people have quit, for example, cold turkey by their method, and then they preach that method to every other smoker as the only method to quit smoking. Even when you look at studies, let's say for example someone tried nicotine gum, for example, and 5% with the placebo gum quit, and another 5% quit with the nicotine gum, and the other 90% failed. Still, 5% of those people still successfully quit. So I don't believe that one method is the best method for everyone. So that's my first rule, is whatever method it takes to successfully quit. What was I going to say about this? And I want to throw this out there. The whole concept behind okay, this is my preferred style now, because for me, I don't think cold turkey is realistic, especially considering my pathology, because I believe that my psychology is tailor-made, fashioned perfectly to be a smoker. But I'm just throwing this out there. Nicotine replacement therapy is meant to get you off the harmful effects of the cigarette smoke, so you're left to deal with just the nicotine dependency, and then you try to wean yourself off the nicotine. Okay, so to be on the nicotine replacement therapy is far better than to just continue on smoking. So enough of that. My second rule is that everyone's experience is different, especially in degrees of difficulty. So if person A says, oh, quitting smoking was easy, Maybe that's true. Maybe it was easy for person A, but it could have been extremely tough for person B. Okay, so person A's reality is not going to be person B reality. It's wrong when people say quitting smoking is easy and they preach that to everybody like it's a gospel truth and it applies to everybody. That's just wrong. Every person's experience is different. And a non-smoker cannot appreciate the wisdom nor the experience of being a smoker and going through the turmoil of quitting. They can have knowledge about it and they can relate to maybe some overlaps, addiction overlaps. Maybe they had an addiction and maybe there's some overlapping to smoking addiction, but they'll never fully appreciate a person's personal trials and tribulations and emotional hard times that come with smoking. You just can't. Okay, it's like learning how to drive a car by reading a book and claiming you're an expert on driving that car, but you've never driven a car, you know. You just don't totally get it. You know, a non-smoker can totally understand like the neuro mechanics of what goes on in a smoker's brain, but they can never truly appreciate the experience of it. So my little side tip would be get advice from ex-smokers who have successfully quit. It makes sense. They've been there, they've suffered through it. So that's my second rule, is that everyone's experience will be different. My third rule is never quit trying to quit. Because once you stop trying to quit, it's game over, right? Then there really is no hope of you ever being able to quit smoking, because you're never going to try to quit again. And if you believe that you can't quit, then there's no hope. So you have to believe that you can quit smoking. You have to believe that there is some way, some method, some possible thing out there that can allow you to quit. I mean, you just have to believe there is a way. So never quit trying to quit smoking. And my fourth rule is, once successfully quit, never ever chance getting addicted to cigarettes again, because you don't want to go through that same emotional and physical roller coaster of trying to quit all over again. Why even take the chance? Why? So those are my 4 fundamental rules. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert in quitting because I have not yet successfully quit. I am an expert in why it's so hard to quit. So there's a very keen difference on that. But I am hopelessly addicted, like you if you're watching this. I'm hoping to get some followers that will join me on my journey tonight when I try to quit smoking, and follow me through, because if I'm successful, then anybody will be able to do it. I'm just thinking here if I missed out any important points. I think I ran through all my points. Now, how well, I could go through how hopelessly addicted I am, but I guess there's no point to that. I'll do that in another video. So, yeah. So please join me on my journey, and I'm hoping by sharing this knowledge with you that it will somehow help you, because what you're going through, like, as far as the addiction, I get it. I totally get it. Okay? Now, like, there's this person, maybe I don't want to throw that in, but so I'm not like a non-smoker telling you should go cold turkey, you know, because who the hell would I be to tell you what you should do when I've never gone through what you've gone through, especially in the pains of trying to quit. So to share a little bit about the depth of my addiction, I've done jobs I've absolutely resented, like painting a basement on the promise of a pack of smokes. I've dipped into my daughter's bank account years ago just to be able to buy a pack of smokes. I've picked butts off the ground just so I could yield the tobacco and re-roll them and smoke those. That was totally humiliating. I've pawned off some of my most precious family heirlooms just so I could get a pack of smokes. I used to get into the worst screaming matches with my mom to give me some tobacco so I'd have something to smoke. And sometimes we'd scream at each other for like an hour or hours just so I could get some tobacco from her so I could smoke it. I could share the many pains I've had, you know. But maybe I should leave that for another video, because I don't want to lecture you on reasons to quit. You have your reasons to quit. You already want to quit. I don't want to preach to the choir. So please join me on my journey. I'm Daryl Leary.